Hello, everyone. Welcome to the August 2024 Equal Opportunity Review Commission meeting. We have a pretty good agenda. Shouldn't take us that long. I'm going to turn it over to our Commission Chair Connolly right now. Commission Chair.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. Can I get a motion to approve the July minutes?
This is Commissioner McCants-Lewis. I make a motion to approve the July 2024 minutes from the EORC Review Commission.
Thank you. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Awesome. All in favor indicate by saying aye, raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. That passes. They're approved. And Chuck, do you want to start with the first?
Yes, the first one is 2408. It's Fire Station 8 is in the East Liberty section of town. This is the electrical part of it. This is broken down into 4 parts, and this is the electrical part, and the crime is sergeant.
Okay.
And if you could scroll up down a little bit of Cosner so they can see. There you go. Okay, Commissioner Chair.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions or comments regarding this contract? No? Okay. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion to pass this contract as stated.
Thanks, Jim. Can I get a second?
I second.
Okay. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes.
Great. The electrical part of the project passes. Thank you, Commissioners. Moving on to the next one. The next one is the HVAC, and it's the same project as Fire Station 8, and the prime on this one is East West Manufacturing. And back to you, Commissioner Chair.
Okay. Well, these numbers look great. Does anybody have any questions? Do we have East West Manufacturing on here?
Yes, ma'am. This is Jeremy with East West Manufacturing.
Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate you joining. And congratulations on putting forth a good effort here.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Jeremy?
It looks good to me. I've taken a good look at this one. It looks very good.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Sarah. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thanks, Trace. All in favor indicate by saying aye, raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. This passes.
Thanks, Jeremy.
We'll move right along to the third one. The third one of the same project is the plumbing. And can you scroll down a little bit, Apostle? And there are those numbers. It was pretty good. Back to you, Commissioner Chair.
Wow, East Liberty is getting all cleaned up here. The fire station, they're getting all kind of stuff. Okay, is SSM Industries on the line? No, I mean, it's okay if they're not.
I reached out to them earlier, Commissioner Chair. They were trying to get on just recently. I don't know what happened, but they did talk to them earlier, maybe about 30 minutes ago.
I'm online.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
you are. Brian, thank you.
Yes.
Brian, the only thing is, and your participation is great. It's just a little flip flop than what we usually have set out for goals. Do you think that there's any way you can increase your MBE anywhere in this project?
I can look. I can look into it, but probably won't increase much.
Because of where you're at with everything's been subbed out. There's not anything like at the end of the contract, cleanups, things like that. Nothing.
We can look into some materials. But again, I'm not just got into this project just this morning, so I have to look into it and see what we can do.
Okay. Well, like I said, I like the participation. We just with construction, you have a better chance of getting a higher number of participation. And I just me personally would like to see that MBE number a little higher if it can be done like somewhere throughout the project that maybe hasn't been, carved
I
out
know,
yet.
I understand the goal was 18%, but is there I mean, if we're able to achieve like 10%, or what's
Well, the goal is 25% total, which
total,
you
right?
have achieved, but
Right.
the way the goals are split up is 18 and 7, and you have it like the opposite. So it's 18,
Right.
it's normally 18% MBE and 7% WBE. But you've hit your goals, so to speak. So does any other commissioners have questions? No, Jim?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
I saw you on mute, so I wasn't sure.
Right.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
I motion.
To approve, Ivan?
Yes, I motion to approve.
Okay, great, thanks. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Angela. All in favor indicate by saying aye, raising your hand.
All right.
Thank you, commissioners. Plan passes. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
We're going to move on to the next one and the last one of the day. And this is the Unified Communication Platform. This is an IP contract. Ethan is on the line. And I have to say to Ethan, great job on an IP contract. We don't get these numbers normally. This is great. Commission Chair.
Oh, I agree. Professional services is tough. So, is CDW on the line?
Yes, CDWG is here. We have several folks from CDWG here to speak on this. We have Jim Steiger, our advanced tech account executive, Adam Akmal Gonzalez, our manager for supplier diversity, and Josh Kurian, our field service manager as well from CDWG.
Okay, so that's great. You guys actually have a supplier diversity manager on staff?
We do. Good morning, Jim Steiger here. We actually have a sizable diversity department within CDW, and Adam can probably speak to our department better if you like.
Okay. We don't need to hear a whole lot about the project. We're actually more focused on how you got your participation.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's great, where did you advertise? What does this your Department of Diversity, how do they advertise? How do they recruit?
Yeah, so typically we do that in a number of ways. A lot of times suppliers will come to us if there's a specific opportunity where they find that they're not able to compete on the entirety of the project. So they'll look to partner with someone of our size. Another way that we identify partners is sometimes just in engaging with customers. So at the moment, we're engaged with University of Pittsburgh, who introduced us to Beam Collaborative. So we know that they're very focused on working with local Pittsburgh suppliers. So one of our goals going forward is to identify more local MWBs within City of Pittsburgh to partner on future opportunities. So it's definitely something that's being looked at closely. And we're actually meeting with them next week.
That's great. We really encourage local vendors to be awarded these contracts. Commissioners, does anybody have questions for this team?
I think they were thorough.
Yeah.
When I have a comment in that, I wanted to let you know that also as part of our RFP process, we have a pre-bid conference, and we encourage all potential participants to participate in the pre-bid conference, whether they can respond to the entire RFP or if they may be able to partner with others who can do different portions of it. So I think it's also important to encourage the small local vendors to participate in the pre-bid conference for the RFP, which our Office of Management and Budget conducts. bill as each weekly target.
Thanks, Gwen. All right, anybody else? Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in
second.
favor? All in favor indicate by saying aye, raising your
Aye.
hand if your camera's
Aye.
on.
Aye.
Great.
Thank you, guys. The motion passes, the plan passes. Thank you very much. CDW, appreciate you.
Yes.
You guys can jump off the call now, and we'll go to Upasna to update us on our ITQ contracts.
Thanks, everybody. Everybody can jump off the call that's not a commissioner. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Upasna.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you all for joining. So there are 3 ITQ work orders, the different ones, 1 from DOMI, 2 from DPW. The first one here is on-call project and construction management services. The prime here is SAI Consulting Engineers. The project cost is $99,993. The next one is a change order from DPW. This one is Pittsburgh EMS Medic 4. The prime is Larson Design Group. They have a new subconsultant, construction engineering consultants, and the change order is for $60,111. The next one is also a change order from DPW. It's for the East Liberty Station, and the prime here is AE7. They have included Langen Engineering Environmental Services as their subconsultant, and they would receive the whole amount, $22,000. And just an update from the last meeting, we had one plan where there were 2 subconsultants here. This was for DPW 4th Division site redevelopment. There were 2 subconsultants, Tri Environmental and KTA Data. We didn't have the amounts then. The total project cost is $170,000, and now the amount apportioned to each of these is $10,000 to one subconsultant and $3,000 to the other for well testing and laboratory work. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Thanks, Upasna.
Okay, guys, if you noticed, we didn't have the GC for the East Liberty contract. I'm still working with those guys to improve their numbers. Their numbers they weren't where we wanted them to be.
Okay.
They did great with the WBE, but they didn't do well with the MBE or the VEX. And it's a $10 million contract. So
yeah, let me ask you something. So is this going to be a brand new fire station? Is that what it?
Yes, it's going to be Commission Chair. They're gutting the whole inside out.
Okay, so it's a renovation of
It's
the
a
current
renovation,
structure.
but it's like a rebuild, right? Because
Okay.
the total project, if you had the plumbing, the HVAC, the electrical plus the GC, we're talking maybe $18 million.
But I don't understand why if they're just rehabbing, I guess I'm getting in the weeds and don't really need it. I'm just so curious if they're rehabbing the same build, like this would make me think that they're building a whole new building on a different site.
It's the same. You have to, and I was totally shocked. If you tore that fire station over there, it's way, way bigger on the inside than you think.
Yeah.
It's huge. You know,
so they're just doing upgrades to all the plumbing, all the HVAC, like this is putting whole new systems in. Everything,
all new stuff. And what I didn't know was that was East Liberty's jail, so to speak. There's a courtroom in there, a full-size courtroom.
Yeah, I've never had to tour those.
Oh, you should go, Commissioner Chair. It's all wood. They're going to try to save as much of the wood on the inside as they can.
Oh, that's cool.
It's beautiful.
Is it like pine?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to go over there.
Yeah, you gotta go over there. Yep, it's really nice. So yes, they're going to do a full, and then there's some specialty things too, because they're still going to house the fire department in there. So they have to make sure that you know, the floors are what they're supposed to be and everything else, so. It's a big project.
Yeah.
And yes, East Liberty is getting a ton of work. Because right beside the fire station, well, across the street, you guys already approved the Enright Park project, which is, pretty nice size. So right around the Whole Foods in East Liberty is looking really, really nice. I
Yeah.
live over that way, so yes, it's looking really. And today was the ribbon cutting, making the circle 2 ways.
Right.
That's a big deal.
When you go
Yeah.
over the pin circle, make sure you pay attention now. 'Cause
I
it's
know.
a two-way
Listen,
street.
they made our circle over here in the north side 2 ways. It was all a 1-way circle, and they made it 2 ways, and people were just for weeks me
Yeah.
included.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
like,
a
somebody's
little.
gonna get killed on this thing.
Yeah, I got a little yesterday, because you know, they actually started yesterday. The ribbon cutting's today, but they start. I got confused. If a bus was coming up in that other lane, I was done. You know?
All right.
So, but,
Do you have
is
any
there
more
anything you guys have for
announcements,
us?
Chuck?
Huh?
Do you have any announcements for the group today?
Nothing for the group today. I'm still working with Renelda on the Marshall Electric. Looks like we're going in the right path with that, so that's great. I'm gonna follow up with her. We're doing great work with Marshall on that. I don't know if you guys read the paper this morning. If you did, there was some news about the mayor's office in there. Right?
Would the co-chair just like to adjourn the meeting?
Oh, yeah, let's, hey, Aaron, before I talk about that, can you adjourn the
The
meeting,
chair
please?
would like to, yeah, sorry.
Okay, yes. Motion
Get a
to
motion.
adjourn.
Second.
Thank you.